Well, we mentioned the antigen tests, and President Joe Biden today outlined plans to battle the fast-spreading Omicron variant that is driving the country's large spike in COVID-19 infections. But as Mark Namick reports, the president's efforts won't bring immediate relief to the millions of Americans who are seeking COVID tests right ahead of the holidays.
Good afternoon.
In the next phase of the fight against COVID-19, the Biden administration will send 500 million rapid tests to people who request them, set up more testing and vaccination clinics, and deploy 1,000 military members to hospitals where staff is stretched thin from a flood of COVID patients.
This is a critical moment. We also have more tools than we've ever had before. We're ready. We'll get through this.
The move comes as the Omicron variant supplants Delta as the majority of new cases in the U.S. Mayors reinstate mask mandates, pro sports leagues postpone games, and cities reconsider New Year's Eve celebrations. The nation now with its first known death from Omicron, an unvaccinated man in Texas. As people prepare to travel for the holidays, they're waiting hours in places like Miami and New York to get tested.
It's been frustrating, to say the least.
The president with a warning for people who won't get vaccinated.
If you're not fully vaccinated, you have good reason to be concerned. Almost everyone who has died from COVID-19 in the past many months has been unvaccinated. Unvaccinated.
A look at the latest CDC statistics. In the unvaccinated, there are 6 COVID deaths per 100,000 people. For the vaccinated, that drops considerably to 0.5 deaths. Among those boosted, just 0.1 deaths per 100,000.
It is extraordinarily important for people to be vaccinated, and if you are eligible for a boost, to get boosted.
A plan is in place. Americans brace for the worst of the Omicron wave. The president said the government hopes to begin sending Americans at-home test kits in January. So those hoping to get tested, Betsy, before the holidays will have to keep checking store shelves and get in line at free testing sites early and register ahead of time. And as we saw today in Cleveland, the demand for those tests is huge and the supplies go fast.
Yeah, you can't find them anywhere right now, seemingly. Well, Mark, did the president address why tests are in such short supply, given how much the administration has talked up its efforts to prepare for COVID?
Yeah, that was the very question that many reporters shouted during the press conference. The president a bit defensive, saying that no one could anticipate how fast Omicron spread, and therefore they wouldn't have been able to have the tests anyway. But he said they are on their way in January. But we've heard this before. We'll see how quickly they can get out. And remember that people will have to register online for those tests to get them sent to their homes. And they're going to need millions every month. Betsy?
Certainly a big process still to be determined. All right, Mark, thanks so much for the information.